Hey guys, welcome back. King Dro here. Before we get started, I would like to make sure that everyone likes and subscribes to my channel so I can make more content. But today I will be showing you how to tame a queen bee in the redwoods on official Crystal Isles map PvE. Now, the easiest way to do this is with a wyvern. You're also going to need bug repellent, and I recommend a full set of ghillie. I did use a tech suit, but you can use ghillie, works as well. And you will need also a crossbow and some basic arrows. It doesn't matter the quality of the crossbow either. So what you're gonna do is you're going to shoot an arrow at a beehive. If no bees come out like the first one, there's no queen in it, so there's no point in trying for that one. However, you can kill the beehive so that way a new one can spawn. If you shoot the hive and bees come out and chase you, you know there's a queen bee in that one and you can actually tame that one. Now, those do hurt and they will dismount you off your flyer. So what I usually do is you just run away and they will eventually despawn after a few seconds. You take your wyvern and you park it underneath the beehive you want. You jump up and then you just let it hover up until you get close to the beehive. You're going to chomp it, and it should only take, depending on your melee of course, it should only take a couple bites. The color of the beehive changes until it's like really dark and then it'll break. Be careful because if you bite again, you might kill the queen bee. As soon as the hive breaks, you want to land and you want to run away so you don't get stung. But keep an eye on the queen because she does fly off and sometimes she flies high, so you have to keep an eye on her. Now, the queens tame with kibble or rare flowers, green kibble or higher. I'm using extraordinary because that's the easiest to make. So basically, we're going to wait until she comes down, and then with your bug repellent already on, you should be able to just go up to it and push E. Even on 1x, it takes 1 kibble. Now, you should crouch to get closer to it, and then you can push E so you don't aggro her. If you aggro her, you have to like back off for a little bit, or else you can't tame her. You really should allow her to land or get closer to the ground before you try to tame. I was trying to use a tech suit. It wasn't working very well, so basically I was just waiting at this point for her to come down. And then as soon as she's able to come down, I can go up to her and basically just walk up, push E, boom, it's done. Now, the little follower bees that are around her, tame, but you can't do anything with them. You can't pod them. You can't actually use them. They eventually just die. Two options you have for the queen. You can either pod her, and then that's how you transfer the queen off the map, or you can push E when you go up to her, and it puts it into a hive. This was done on an official server cluster for PvE, so that this does work. But also, they only seem to spawn on Crystal Isles in this one section of the Redwoods. It's going to be about 40, 30-ish in that region. If for some reason, this cluster of trees, I always find at least 4 or 5. So you can tame 4 or 5 bees in a matter of minutes. The best map for bees is actually Aberration. They tend to be low to the ground, and I don't know if they still do, but for a while there, they would be stacked. So you would have a beehive on top of a beehive. So sometimes you'd break it and you'd get like 3 queen bees at one time. And it was a quick thing because they instant tame in 1 kibble. So pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to show you again. You let your wyvern hover just below it, and then you chomp until the queen bee hops out. And then you land, and you give yourself some distance from the queen, and as soon as she's in the right area, you're going to tame her. Alright, so sometimes she does wander off, so that's why it's really important. As soon as you pop the beehive, you have to make sure you keep an eye on her. Now, I failed here. I think I should have probably crouched, and so she aggroed me. So, but all you do is you just walk off here, walk off to the side here, and she will allow you to tame her. It's gonna take a little bit more time. So unfortunately, she went off the cliff edge. But I basically, as long as you keep render, you'll be able to see her go down. And basically, you just have to wait until you get to a spot where you can tame her, which is annoying, but it does work. Sometimes you get lucky, and as soon as it pops, she comes down. You walk up behind her, and you can tame her. Sometimes you're not so lucky, but overall, it's a fairly easy objective. It looked like by the time she got down to the water, she kind of glitched, which made it easy for me. I was able to just walk up to her and tame her. I've never seen this happen before, but hey, whatever, it worked. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hopefully my video on how to tame a queen bee was helpful. If you like what you see, please subscribe, like, and I'll be sure to make some more content in the near future. Have a good day.